And I warmly like to welcome you to this session on rent stabilization measures in cities. Especially in growing cities like in Barcelona, London or Bonn, we are discussing different instruments of how to control costs of rent in their cities. These initiatives are becoming more and more important due to the lack of affordable housing in many big European cities.
La política y la normativa estatal van totalmente a favor de los inversores, que les dan todas las facilidades y beneficios. La vivienda, por lo tanto, se convierte en un elemento continuo de cambio, de inversión, y no en algo que tiene que ver con el derecho a la vivienda. Y hemos aprobado a principios del 2017 un plan por el derecho a la vivienda que cubre 10 años para producirse este cambio estructural, este cambio de paradigma, de mentalidad. Estamos sentando las bases para poder regular los alquileres, que es el objetivo que nos marcamos ya casi desde el principio del mandato. Nuestro objetivo es que no se produzca la gentrificación, que se mantenga la vida de los barrios.
What we understand is that the city should provide housing, public or private, accessible for those who study and work there. We are opening tenders, so public procurement, for a concession to private investors, where we basically insure or offer a system where they will get about 7% profit a year. They will build or renovate the municipal property, building houses which are predefined in a program. They will explore them, renting them within a platform which is public, with predetermined prices by the city council.
Only 10% of our houses are social houses, and we have a lack of it. So we try to say in every part where it's in new buildings, the landlord has to, or the owner has to, build 30% of social flat everywhere in the town.
As many of you will know, we're facing a really very intense housing crisis in London at present. So the best estimates that we have suggest that we should be building in London 60,000 affordable homes every year just to meet the backlog of housing that we have and our predicted future need. And for some context, one of our best years of late, we built about 20,000 homes. Despite the fact that we have one of the biggest rental markets in Europe, and we have 600,000 children living in that market, we also have one of the least regulated rental markets in the world.
We in Germany have a big discussion in the moment. They say if you regulate, nobody are interested to build a new house. But I think it's nonsense, because normally we have a lack of building possibilities in our town.
We have no experience in Spain on regulation, and we have no experience to fight with this kind of sequence on different crises on housing. We are trying different solutions. We think one thing very important, even symbolical, is a change of mentality, a general change of mentality. Another thing is a change in the laws, national and autonomous laws. This is a framework that is very necessary. Another thing is to search in the line of new taxes against the bad use of the house, the increasing of prices.
So when and why should we intervene? Like, one factor is when the housing on the market is less in quantity to the needs, and when the prices are over 30% of what people can afford. That's when we need to intervene.